As soon as you get off the airplane, boom, my boobs smell like vinegar. The twins are super glued to my thigh. I have to get a frost scraper and scrape them off my leg. And then I put enough powder in there, it looks like I've been molesting donuts. If I sit down real fast, most times it looks like the start of a magic show. You know, it's crazy. I love Phoenix, though, man. Y'all are half lizard. You got heart. To live here, you got heart.
And tough skin. You gotta have tough skin to live here.
Yeah, no, man. You better, or you soon will. Have you seen the lizard people? That's what I call them. These 50-year-old cougars that have leather for skin.
Yeah.
You know, they've been suntanning or fake bacon, you know, since like '86. They've got implants, okay, on top of implants. They got the jacked up lips. That's right, Scottsdale. I'm talking to you. All right.
You're looking for guys fresh out of college.
Exactly. Just trolling over there. Row, 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 row. They're hilarious.
Woo!
Yeah.
Well, welcome to Phoenix. Welcome to the Valley.
It's great to be here, brother. I got to be honest with you. I'm excited. Y'all just got the new marijuana laws.
Oh, yeah, passed last year, and dispensaries starting to pop up all over the place.
Good, good. It's about time. Maybe Sheriff Joe will go over there and smoke some weed, you know, because that's the guy who needs it bad, right? I mean, that guy, little wild type, you know what I mean?
So I guess you're a fan.
I'm a huge fan. I have my medical marijuana license in California. I've had it for a while. I've had, I was a big fan when it wasn't legal. I'm not saying nothing, but I might have sold some gram bags. I'm not going to lie to you. It was always great weed. It was never a full gram. So I've heard.
So you've heard. How easy is it to get a license in California?
It's pretty easy.
Really?
Especially for me. I actually have actual need for it. When I was 16, I was in a car wreck. I broke 42 bones, 64 separate breaks. I broke my lower back, 3 vertebrae, and 2 in my neck. I have legitimate osteo problems, and my body's riddled with arthritis. When it gets cold, I mean, I can barely walk. It's just, and then being 400 pounds on top of it ain't helping, you know. I've lost a bunch of weight, you know.
Yeah, you look great.
But I tell you, it sucks when you lose a whole fat guy and you're still fat as hell. You know, it's like, yay, I'm in 4X, big whoop, you know. But I'm trying to make progress. I'm moving down. Baby steps, daddy. And I'm doing really well, you know. But and weed helps me do that too, you know. I smoke a big fat joint and then go for a walk, and I feel great, you know. I mean, it doesn't hurt to walk. It's like more interesting. It's not boring. It's like, oh my God, this is awesome.
Yeah.
It's like I can deliver papers. I'm telling you, you know, you get motivated. Like I can make a little money on the side. I can apply for the post office. I can walk. But there's no way.
Yeah.
There's no way I would do that. But it's fun, man. You know, it really is.
As long as you keep it within the legal realms, because I know that there was a situation. Can we talk about this? The Guam situation?
Of course you can.
Because, you know, you have the card, you're able to smoke it, you're able to even probably grow it, I'm sure, right?
Yeah, well, I have a grow room in L.A., and it's awesome.
But
it's awesome.
So you forget about it when you're on the plane going to Guam, and you're in Guam actually, right?
Well, yeah. What happened is that I done a concert run in California, and I got the heavy handshake is very prevalent with my fans.
Okay.
My fans always want to smoke me out. They always want to make sure I've got the best stuff, and so there's a little competition among them to give me the best stuff, because I'll publicly announce what was the best stuff I've ever had. Okay. All right, and nobody's been able to beat Matt's Kushmark, Snoop Dogg OG. Okay, nobody can beat that. Okay, all right, that's personally what I grow, and it won the California Gold Cup 2 years in a row. It's big time badass. Yeah, it's the stuff that killed Kennedy. Okay, it'll get you stoned like a biblical whore. All right, I'm not lying to you. And I got the hell over the week. I got about 3.5 ounces of weed, 40 grams of hash, and about an ounce of keef. Okay, that's roughly $300 to $3,500 worth of marijuana products in California.
Okay.
Okay, And I took all that out of my bag. The night before I was in Stockton, this is before we went to Guam. The night before I was in Stockton playing and doing a show, and I'm at the Bob Hope Theater, and my buddy Snoop Dogg and Ice Cube are playing the arena, okay? And Snoop leaves a package for me, okay? And in it is about half an ounce of the killer, all right? And he put it in a smelly-proof bag and put that in a smelly-proof bag. Okay, these are brand name bags. I don't know if are you familiar?
No.
Okay.
That's what they're called, smelly proof?
They're called smelly proof. They're very, very thick plastic. Very thick. All right, and so I put it in, and I put it in my bag, and I drove all night from Stockton to L.A. to make my flight the next morning. My car was previously owned by a very paranoid drug addict, okay, cokehead that was very rich, and so he had the car bulletproof and had a safe put in the car, in the console. It's a safe, and so I put all my weed and stuff in the safe, sealed it up, locked my car up, put it in the private parking spot, whatever. I take my flight. It's an 18-hour flight, and I have these the breast strips. Have you ever heard about these?
Right.
Okay, if listeners who haven't heard, it's a THC breast strip. They take just the THC crystals, and they put it in a breast strip like a Listerine breast strip, or one of those energy ones you just put on your tongue, and it melts in your system. And it's about a 40-minute time fuse on that one before it really kicks in. Okay, it's plenty of time for me to get to the airport and go through security, no problem. I make it through security. I go back and give them all Starbucks. I spend like $200 in Starbucks every time I go to the airport. Yeah, because I want the cops to be up. I've got babies flying, and I don't want la 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 la, on my plane. So I want to make sure everybody's caffeinated, and nobody ever does anything good for them. And I feel like I cuss them out so much because they made me take my shoes off, and I'm mad at Bin Laden, like son of a bitch Bin Laden, because I don't think people realize how far my feet are from me. It sucks. All right, so I always treat the cops nice, respectful, and then I got on the plane, and it started to kick in, and so much for watching Godfather 1 and 2, on these 18-hour flights. I said, look, I'm going to pass out because I've driven through the night. I've had a horrible week. Now, your natural instinct, flight attendant, is going to be to wake me up and try to feed me, but don't. Take all my food back to my wife and kids, okay? They'll love it, and I'm in first class. They're back in economy. All right, my wife's a Jew bride to the end. She's like, that's fine with me. All right, I could sit back in economy too. I'm not gonna lie to you, but I wouldn't be all in one seat. I'd have my ass in 23C, but I got a boob over in 22B. You know what I mean? All right, and so I told him that's great. All right, we make it to Hawaii. I zombie walk from there. What happened? I thought I'd taken one strip, which is a dose, okay, a heavy dose. Actually, a whole dose is half a strip, all right, and the heat and the humidity of it being in my pocket had kind of fused the two together, all right, and so instead of taking one that I thought I took, I actually took two.
Oh.
Okay, and each one of these is good for about 8.5 hours. So I am still stoned out of my mind, okay? I fly to Guam. We land in Guam. The flight for me seems like about 7 minutes. It's 8 hours.
Oh.
Okay. I wake up. I drink 2 liters of water, and getting off the plane. I've got my stuff with me, and I'm coming down the escalator. My wife meets me at the bottom of the escalator. She goes, "What do you don't have anything on you, do you?" And I'm like, "What do you mean? You don't have any weed on you, do you?" And I'm like, "No." She goes, "Great, because there's dogs everywhere." And I'm like, "Awesome, I love dogs." All right, so I get down there. I pass an amnesty box. I pass a bathroom. There's a dog about 60 feet away from me, sniffing a big old pile of luggage. I walk to the dog and start to pet the dog before asking the handler if I can pet the dog. All right, the dog sits down. I'm rubbing its ears, stuff like that. All right, and I'm like, "Man, this is a great dog. Man, you're so lucky." The dog's looking back up at the handler like, "Is this a test?" All right, and then my stupid ass, I call another drug dog over. All right, and I start petting that dog too. And I'm like, "Man, these dogs get it. They know I'm a dog lover." All right, and so we go to customs, and the the customs officer asked, "Hey, Ralphie, is there anything you want to tell me before I open this bag?" And I'm like, "It's great to be in Guam." And he's like, "Are you serious? That you have nothing else that you want to tell?" "No, I ain't got nothing problem. I'm not hiding nothing." "Okay, all right, no problem. Ralphie, let's open this bag, right?" And my rest of my family's already gone through customs, and my wife is kind of waiting on me, right? And he pulls out my iPad, a book, headphones. "What's this?" And he holds up that bag from Snoop Dogg that he'd autographed. All right, and my wife's leaving, and I'm like, "Hey, I need a little help here." And she's like, "Somebody's got to make bail." And I'm like, "That's my Jew. That's smart." All right, and he goes, "What is this?" He gets my attention. "What is this?" And I go, "I'm just eyeballing it, officer, but that looks to me to be about 14 grams of kick-ass weed." "This is marijuana?" "Yeah, it is." "Yeah, it's great, too. It's awesome." He goes, "Don't open it. It'll stink this whole place up." He goes, "What?" As he's opening it, he goes, "Whoa, it's really strong." And then his lieutenant hits the negative airflow because apparently I've contaminated all the customs because it's so strong. And he had hit the negative airflow that sucks all the air out of the area, all right, in case like chemicals or whatever.
Right.
Because now all the handlers have to go shower and change uniforms because it just messed the dogs up. All right, the dogs are totally useless for everything. And so they go through my bag. Oh my God, this is a fatty moment I haven't told anyone about in a long time. All right, at the bottom of my bag, I had a Pop-Tart, okay, that had got all busted up. All right, and the Mylar broke, and little pieces of weed had stuck to the Pop-Tart jelly. Okay, such a fat moment. When the officers are putting back my the Pop-Tart, they're putting it back together like a jigsaw puzzle. They asked me, "Did you put marijuana in a Pop-Tart?" And I'm like, "No, that would actually make it a Pop-Tart." I did not. Sorry. I didn't know I had it in there. I didn't know I had anything on me. I thought I took it all out. And they take me back and I do the strip search. That was and listen to this. When they said, "Ralphie, we have to do a strip search," I go, "Oh man, I feel bad for you guys. I knew I was a hot mess when I had these clothes on. Ain't no reason for you to have to find that out too." All right, and one guy was cracking up, one guy wasn't. The glove guy wasn't laughing at all. So in his haste to get to all the fun parts that could hold drugs or drug paraphernalia, like he's lifting boobs, spelunking in my belly button, okay, all right, they made me drop my pants, and I'm cracking jokes the whole time because they told me, "Don't make any sudden moves," and I'm like, "What, am I a ninja? I'm going to drop a smoke bomb and just disappear from Guam Customs? Stop." All right, and then they were like, "Whatever you do, follow my instructions explicitly, no problem." So I'm dropping my underwear. The guy's having to check my underwear, and I